What is going on today, guys? Gear Jammer here, and today we are back in Forza Motorsport 6 with the completely ridiculous video of me deciding to see if the 64 Impala could do the Nürburgring. And we all know it's a great car, especially in a straight line with a high horsepower engine and a lot of torque. But I wanted to see if it could handle. And by first judgment, it's doing great thus far. And yes, I'm in interior cam again. No, I do not have a flappy paddle gearbox. This one, and actually my next video, which I should be editing shortly, neither of which have a flappy paddle, thankfully. As a matter of fact, the next one is something that is... it's a car that is very personal and close to me. I had this car when I was in the military. I miss this car dearly. I wish I still had it, but it got me into some trouble. I actually have what the build, my track build, put on it from when I had the car. That's all I'm going to go into on that. You will see it in the next video. But as you can see, not a very fast car factory. It's got a 4-speed, which a part of me wishes I would have kept in the car on the build because of a nostalgia thing. I am the type of guy, if I get my hands on a 64 Impala or 69 Charger, any classic muscle that has the numbers matching or original engine, transmission, everything's original to it, I will do a nut and bolt restoration on that car. I will keep it original, or at least keep the original housings. The original motor will definitely stay. It might get a few upgrades, better cams, better crank, wore out the engine a little bit, but I'm going to keep as much original parts as I can, which is also known as a resto mod if y'all are if you're in the car, well, not in the car business, into cars. You've got restorations, you've got resto mods, and then you've got mods. I prefer a restoration or a resto mod because it keeps the original engine and just makes it better, which I did with the Impala. Unfortunately, there was a glitch in my recordings. I do not have the actual build in the video today. Honestly, my recording software has a certain amount of time you can record on it for video, and to be honest, I'm too lazy to go back and re-record the build. But what I had done was, because of the foul up with my recording software, I had actually originally lost a good minute to a minute and a half of my video in the middle of it, trying to make it so that the build was there. So I already had the built Impala. I didn't want to return it to stock, so I went and got exact same color stock 64 Impala. So that way I could re-record the lap. There's only 2 laps on this because it's the Nürburgring, and anybody that knows racing knows it takes at minimum 6 minutes to get around this track. Well, this car only does 153 miles an hour from the factory, and that's holding the car on that rev limiter, not letting it come up or down. Well, it's on the rev limiter, it can't go up, but not letting out of it. Which you will see on the long straight, I held it. I was not backing out, I went as fast as it would go. But anyways, I just wanted to see if it could handle it, and as you saw earlier in the video, I did get a little bit, as in right there as well, a little bit overconfident in my abilities. I have some abilities but I got a little too gutsy thinking, okay, I can make this corner at this speed when I knew I couldn't. But, you know, again, it happens. You know, you're pushing for a great lap time, you go in too hot, you damage your car. Here we are at the carousel. I have to make sure I say the right one because there is the carousel at Nürburgring and then there's the corkscrew at Laguna Seca, which is another reason why the next video is personal to me. I do it at Laguna Seca. I wanted to blast this car around Laguna Seca. I do not have VIR unlocked in the game yet, so I couldn't do what I used to do all the time. When I had the car, I lived in Virginia. I would take it up and run VIR on track days. Now, yeah, I ping it off the rev limiter in first. I wanted to go faster in first, I'll be honest. And yeah, this is, I got a little off track there. Yeah, I'm pushing her hard. I'm not giving her any real leeway. I'm pushing them drum brakes that were originally on the 64 as hard as they'll go. I'm quite sure if this was real life, as hard as I was holding that pedal down to the floor, I would have put a dent in the floorboard underneath the gas pedal. Because if I could get up to speed, I was matting it to the floor as hard as I could. And I have a heavy right foot. And then now I do believe we're getting close to the fabled 1 mile long straight stretch of the Nürburgring. I love this straight stretch. I've run it in, well, this game. Every Forza I've played that's had it, I test and tune cars on this track and then refine from that for each individual track. But this is my baseline. It has to be able to handle this track. Otherwise, it's not worth me running it. And as a matter of fact, the car I use in the next video, when I build it on the game, I did all my testing and tuning on this track. As a matter of fact, in the first, when the multiplayer comes in, I'm doing with my partner in crime, Unearned Relic 29, also known as Nick. You'll hear me refer to him as. I want to do generational battles with him. Single elimination, losing car is out. Obviously, because the car is very personal to me, when we do the Mustang generation battles, I'm going to be running that specific car because I own that body style. I love that car, and I will push it until it loses. As you can see, I'm maxed out. Oh wait, 155 downhill. Backing way out of it for the last couple of corners. And like I said, I don't have the build in this, unfortunately. I kept the original engine, and I modified everything on it. Twin turbos. Everything is maxed on this one. I know for a fact it is. I went and checked the build before doing my edit. But I managed to get the tune input for you because it was in the recording, and I added an extreme challenge to this, which you will see. It's, as you saw, it wasn't even in the title. But I wanted to throw an extreme challenge my way. I survived it with stock, so what do? I go nighttime. I debated it for a second, then I said, you know what, I'm doing it. just to see if I can do it. I hate the menu lag. I think everybody does. Again, turn 10, you need to fix the menu lag. It takes too long. And here we go, nighttime. Listen to that blow-off valve sing. Now, like I said, I wanted to throw an extreme challenge my way. I wanted to do this track at night. When I had the Mustang, it was a dream to run this track. I never had the money to transport the car over to Germany to do it. I wish I would have. I didn't save the money when I was in the service. I regret that. I also wanted to take the Mustang down to Laguna Seca and run it down there. The best I could do was spend I can't remember how much it was. That was 8 years ago. But I was running the track days in it. But I would go to DIR and run all day long. Well, for as long as I could. I had to leave enough gas in the tanks to get home. And there's, with the 64 Impala, there's even a little bit of a nostalgia there for me as well. One of my high school teachers, Mr. Leisure, has in a beautiful silver flake with gold car. Well, not car, 64 or 65. I can't remember the exact year. High school was a long time ago. Impala SS, original 409, original motor, original trans. And I will be honest, she seemed like a trailer queen. And like I said, I wanted to throw an extreme challenge my way, so I crash a lot. Which is typical of me. If you've seen my first 2 videos, you know this. And it's just, you know, I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see if I could survive this track in the dark. Now, eventually, I'm doing all my uploads and everything off of my Xbox. I'm importing all my videos to the Xbox, editing, voiceovers, everything gets done on the Xbox currently. When I get over to doing all my uploads on a computer and I figure out how to do all the stuff, I will put my info to, you know, follow me on the on the only social media I really have, sorry, I was getting distracted for a second, is Instagram. I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Kick, Snapchat, I don't have any of that stuff. I'm on the older side, I'm pushing up on 30. I don't see a point in all of it. You can call me old if you want, I don't care. I just... The first social media I ever had was MySpace, and everybody abandoned that and went to Facebook, and then Facebook became drama. I just avoid everything. But if you want to look me up on Instagram, it's under Keaton Wentworth, or Gravedigger _ 00007. You can look me up on Instagram. Let me know that you are a subscriber with a private message or a comment on Instagram letting me know that you're a subscriber or a viewer. If you are a viewer and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But eventually I want to be able to do subscriber meetups, which, in all honesty, on top of the YouTube, I'm also a truck driver, so it could be done from anywhere in the country. I could be in Atlanta one night and Memphis the next, because I am a truck driver. I run about 600 miles every day when I'm working. I'm down for an injury right now, so I can devote a lot of time to the channel as it is, but I also devote a lot of time to my daughter. So, there's that. It kind of puts it toward. That's why videos have been sporadic on quick uploads. I've been taking care of her, so I get my time to do edits or record during her nap or while she's in bed. But again, if you find me on Xbox Live, which that is Gear Jammer, and in Jammer the E is replaced with a 3, 1989. You're more than welcome to come on, play with, whatever game I'm playing. I welcome that. Just like the inspiration for me to do this was Tomcat, or TC9700 Gaming, for those of you that just watch, know his channel name, which even says Tomcat in that. He was my inspiration. I would love to get a collaboration video with him, Jeep Guy, AR12 Nick, Dr. Tom, Jeep Guy, I already said Jeep Guy, Gunner 4568. I would love to get a collaboration video with these guys. But it's if they don't have time, it's cool. They've got Tomcat, AR12 Nick. They have so much time being put into their channel that they don't have time to do everything else, which is cool. But do more with your subscribers, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section what you thought down below. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.